All right, guys. You know who this is. If you don't, why don't you get out of your cave?
Hey, how about you get on the old internet and realize who the hottest guys are
guys,
with sex talk?
This is Mr. Khaki Sacramento, and I am here with
Johnny, Connecticut.
And Johnny, why don't you tell people what number podcast we've got on the iTunes store?
Oh, Jesus. You know, let me take a swing at it.
Under the sex and lifestyle section of iTunes, we are number
1038.
Did you guys hear that? 1,000. Okay, yeah. Hold on a second. Johnny, how many people are there in the world?
I don't know, like 7 billion.
7 billion.
8 billion.
1,038 out of 7 billion.
It's pretty damn good.
Yeah. That's top. I did the math on this. That's top 1/10 of 1/10 of 1%.
Oh my God. Guys, you heard it straight from Khaki, all
So
right?
thank you all.
Every single person has a sex podcast out there. That is 7 billion podcasts.
And we're top 1,000. Thank you to all the listeners out there. Well, Johnny, what are we starting today's podcast off with?
Well, you know what? Per the requests, we are starting out with some questions.
Guys, we're getting a lot of comments, 13 to be exact, about how everyone's favorite part of the podcast was when we answer fan mail from you guys. These are just things that have been posted on our Facebook wall, which is Sexy Time Podcast. Find us on Facebook. And these are some questions people want to know. So, right off the bat, Johnny, I got one from you. This one's from a little chica called Emily.
Ooh, Emily's a hot name. No ugly girl's named Emily.
Absolutely not.
No.
That is a true fact, guys. If you're looking for a hot girl, that one named Emily, because there's no ugly bitches named Emily.
Nope. That's when if there's a girl named Emily and you meet her dad, you give him a thumbs up because he knew his daughter's going to grow up fucking hot.
Guys, if this goes out to all the new parents out there, if you're pregnant and you know and you think it's going to be a girl, just name that kid Emily.
The quicker you name it, the quicker it's going to grow up hot.
Emily Blunt, heard of her?
Yeah. Emily Ratajkowski, the girl from that DJ movie. She's got big tits.
Oh, man.
And she's Israeli, so you know what that means.
Right. Emily Dickinson. I don't know who she is.
I don't know who that is.
But I saw it in a book once. Probably a book of hot girls.
Yeah, it's probably a sex book. Probably taught girls how to suck good dick.
That's right. Trying to think of another Emily here, but
you said Emily Blunt already.
Said Emily Blunt. She's the first one I picked.
Yeah, she's
absolutely gorgeous young lady. Well, okay, so maybe they're but 3 for 3.
Yeah,
not bad. Well, great. I also fucked a girl named Emily once. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'd probably give her an 8 out of 10. Only reason she wasn't a 10 out of 10 is because she was missing all 4 back molars.
Yep. No, I remember her.
Remember?
She looked like those laughing teeth that just kind of go up and down. She looked like that.
When you miss all 4 back molars.
She was beautiful otherwise.
Oh, man. She couldn't talk for shit, though.
No, she had a big lisp, but she kept spitting on
those S's. Hard time saying those R's.
Yeah, she had like that back of the mouth lisp, like...
Well, this one's from Emily.
All right, let's hear it, Emily. What do you want to know from the sexpert?
Emily wants to know from sexpert, Mr. Johnny Connecticut, if a girl could only wear yoga pants or short skirts the rest of their lives, what would you choose?
Yes, please.
I don't think there's a bad answer.
No. God, I'm going to have to go. Because here's the thing, is when you choose short skirt, you get a chance to take a peek. But when there's yoga pants, you get the full view.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, I don't got to put much the mind's eye. I'm going to go with the yoga pants by a slim little margin.
Yeah, I'm liking that. That's a pretty good... Well, Emily, you got a real yoga pant, boy.
Yeah.
You're in Giant Connecticut.
Emily, if you ever want to get... if you ever need a new boyfriend, you wear those yoga pants around, you're going to be outside for maybe an hour until you get 3 new boyfriends.
That's right. Now... I've got another question specifically before you ask me one, Johnny. I got one specifically for you.
Let's hear it.
Now this one is from Neil,
Neil, all right?
Neil,
that is not a hot name,
no,
but
because Neil's a dude.
That's why. But you know what? I'm all into helping other dudes out.
That's right. You always got to help dudes out. Girls have enough help out there. That's why girls go to the bathroom in twos, because they're talking about girls, they're talking about guys, they're sharing stories, looking at each other's tampons.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
comparing.
Exactly. Now, have you, Johnny, starts with your name. This one's specifically for you, from Neil.
Okay.
Have you ever dated two girls at the same time?
Ooh,
this one might get a little bit trouble.
All right, Neil. Well, let me get a little personal. No, I wish I would. There were two girls that liked me at one point. I worked with both of them.
Wow, two at once.
Yeah, there was a girl named Teresa, which was surprising because usually girls that named Teresa look like an ass.
That's true. I had a babysitter growing up named Teresa, and I'd compare her face to that of a chorizo.
Oh, the spicy sausage.
The spicy sausage. That's right. She had a face of chorizo. Also had a lung defect. Made her she couldn't exactly breathe if she'd fallen asleep unless she was hooked up to a machine.
Wow.
So one time she was babysitting me and my older brother. My parents came home and she was dead.
Wow.
On the couch. Old chorizo's lungs weren't quite working.
That is not hot at all.
Not hot, not a good look. Her face was all yellow because her body was rotting.
Chorizo is not good when it's yellow.
Yeah, sorry to her parents, but you raised a real ugly bitch.
Maybe next time you name her Emily rather than Teresa. So yeah, this girl named
Teresa sounds like it's a city in Wyoming.
That does. It sounds like it's like the third highest populated
Emily,
city.
That's like a New York. That sounds like a city in New York.
That sounds like
Emily, New York.
Yeah, that sounds like a businesswoman. All right. So anyways, there was this girl Emily, there's a girl Teresa. Sorry, I just keep thinking of Emily Blunt. I just can't get her out of my mind.
Wow. Now you and I have seen Edge of Tomorrow, also known as Live, Die, Repeat with Tom Cruise. Boy,
I've seen a ton.
That's the strongest arms I've ever seen on a woman.
Uh-huh.
That's a woman that can lift a lot of crates of soup mix for the Nutrisystem.
And a lot of that protein powder.
Exactly. Oh man, I can't even imagine how much protein she's getting.
You know what?
Arms like, you know what? If you've got a body that good,
can we just say it? She's on the Nutrisystem.
Okay, guys. We can't say this like with
legally.
Total confidence legally, but I know a Nutrisystem body when I see one. Guess what, guys? Emily Blunt. That's the Nutrisystem.
That is the Nutrisystem. You don't get to power a mech suit with just lottie-dottie.
Absolutely not.
Diet. Okay. You got protein. You have to save the world from those aliens by going back in time.
Now, guys, if aliens do ever take over our Earth to colonize it, with using the copper in the ground as a and the noble gases for a helium copper base for their ships, you're gonna need your protein to defeat these aliens.
See, guys, the copper reacts with the helium to create this spectrum of light that we cannot see.
Absolutely.
And the aliens are going to create a portal through that, and they're going to come in, and the only way you can detect them is through getting an absurd amount of protein. When these aliens come, you're going to need your protein, because you're going to need your focus, you're going to need your energy.
That's right, guys. Because I don't know if you know this, but aliens, they don't have they don't need protein like us humans do. Now aliens feast on a diet of seawater and copper.
Saltwater and copper, guys, creates an electrical current throughout their bodies.
That's right. They are powered by electricity, these beings.
Now, not everybody is hailing Satan, and we can all not harness the power of electricity through our own hands.
Guys, I hate to say it, but Johnny, I think you'll agree with my logic here, but we might lose some subscribers. Might not be the 1,000th in the top 1,100 podcasts in the sex and lifestyle section, but you know what? I'll just go ahead and say it. If you're not drawing your power from the sun every day, I don't want you to listen to this podcast.
No. You're wasting your goddamn time. You're wasting my goddamn time. I have created this. Okay? Khaki and I have created this podcast for those of you who are serious about changing your lives. And if you're not willing to get up at the crack of dawn.
At
and
4
stare at
a.m.,
the
guys,
sun.
stare at that sun for 2 hours. What do you have? What do you have to lose?
Harness its power. Chant to the devil himself. You are not ready to change your life. It's as simple as that. So if you're listening and you aren't doing that, get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry for the language.
And once again, guys, just as an added incentive, if you are praying to the devil and taking the Nutrisystem, not only are your focus and protein levels through the roof, and if you're drawing that power from the sun, not only are you just so full of the devil's one true source of power, I'm going to go ahead and say it.
What's that?
The speed of your running,
Dear God.
guys, I can guarantee you, all right, if you make a strict regimen of drawing in Satan's true energy from the sun every day for 3 weeks, you're going to notice you're 10 miles an hour faster.
Guys, that's only the beginning. Okay, I drove my Hyundai on the interstate.
Well, my Hyundai.
Yeah, well, yes, I don't have a car right now. It's in the shop. That's what I tell ladies. It got stolen a while ago.
That's right. So not really in the shop, but in the shop somewhere.
It was
because
in a
someone
shop.
stole it.
Yes, it was in a shop, and then the mechanic left the key under the mat, and it got stolen.
Now, let me ask you this, Johnny. Your car was stolen. Let me
Yes.
ask you this. Do you think it was a white guy that stole it, a Mexican person, an Asian person, or are you thinking a black person stole your car?
You know what? I'm going to say it, and I'm not afraid to say it. The only thing I know is that whoever stole it believes in a false god.
That's right.
I don't care what race they are. I don't care if they're attracted to men, women, or horses. They were probably praying to the false god, Christian Jesus.
But you do think it was that little Chinese guy.
I do think it was a Chinese guy. I thought it was Mao. Mao, I pissed him off because I did sleep with his mother.
That's right. You had every right to.
Yeah, she grabbed me by the nuts in a bar. I mean, am I going to say no to that?
Guys, open sesame, wee.
Yeah, no pun intended.
Now, funny
Mao's
thing-
mom,
sorry,
Chinese
Mao,
sesame.
we know you listen to the podcast because you do engineer for us and do the sound levels. But you know what? I'll say it. Your mom's a slut.
Yeah, she slept with me. And you know what?
You gotta be a slut to sleep with Johnny.
Yeah. I'm laughing because that's true and sad. Guys, back to the running thing. All right, we keep getting sidetracked. I was on the interstate going 75. Khaki passed me running. Okay, guys, I was in the middle lane. Khaki ran past me in the left lane.
Now, guys, I remember, I'm sure you remember in the first or second episode, when I said that I was running about 23 miles an hour. And then I think by around episode 3 or 3, I was running 50 miles an hour. What Johnny is saying now is absolutely true. I can run about 74 miles an hour now.
Yeah. It's been insane. It has come from hard work. I've seen you out there in the mornings.
Hard work. Absolutely. Doing a lot of lunges. Notice that's helped. If you want to run 75 miles an hour, you got to do your lunges.
Yeah.
It's important. You got to strengthen your calves, strengthen your hams, strengthen your quads. Number 2.
And your core.
Core is important. Number 2, you got to join the Nutrisystem.
Yeah.
Nutrisystem will leave you with protein. Protein builds muscles and focus, which you will need to run 75 miles an hour.
And energy to keep you from sleeping and losing that energy that you have
Number
gained.
3, praying to the devil.
Guys, it's as simple as praying.
Johnny, I feel like I'm a broken record at this point. I just...
I don't know how many times we have to say this.
Now, guys, all the guys out there looking for girls, women love to be impressed.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing. Women are like, ooh, impress me, show you're valuable. Now, before I could run 75 miles an hour, I would have to show that in different ways.
You'd have to show your salesmanship.
I always keep a printed out copy of my LinkedIn, so I just have it. Like if I need to impress a girl at a bar somewhere, I sit. Always, if there's ever an empty seat or a bar near a girl or an empty table or someone just dining alone, sit right next to him.
Take it.
Don't even
think.
ask. Just sit next to him. Boom. Show him your LinkedIn.
Throw the coat off of the back of the chair. Show him your
Show
LinkedIn.
him your LinkedIn. Just have it print. What I do, and Johnny's picked up on this, is I just have my LinkedIn printed out with me at all times in my blazer.
Yeah, well, it's good for either chicks or a business meeting.
Exactly. Oh, you never know when you interview for a job. Mm-hmm. I saw a guy in a Apple T-shirt the other day. Figured he worked there. Boom, had my resume. You didn't hire me.
But you still...
That's okay.
You were still ready
at
a moment's notice.
You know what Donald Trump says? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly.
Anyway, guys, I used to have to go up to girls with my LinkedIn going, ooh, hey, look at my accomplishments. I used to go jingle my keys, for the Sonata right in front of their face.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, hey, I got a real hot car. I have a bunch of hot jobs. But now, I can just run 75 miles an hour in front of them.
And then that goes, oh my God.
I've never seen a human being run that fast. And I go, yeah, you haven't. Ever, probably.
No, you're clocked in over 3 times second place.
That's right, guys. Now, I was going to say this is a surprise for our listeners, but I have registered for the Olympic trials for next season's Olympics in Japan.
Wow.
Because the record right now of the world's fastest man is 26.5 miles per hour.
You're almost 3 times.
I'm 3 times as fast as you through a steady diet of protein and Nutrisystem and a love and complete admiration for the devil. Devil, guys. So, guess you'll see next time. I don't have to press plays with my LinkedIn. Guess what I can put on my LinkedIn next time? Olympic runner.
Olympic gold medalist. Olympic record holder for infinity.
That's right. Hopefully I'm well enough because I am getting a pretty large lump on the back of my head, and I'm not quite sure what you see.
Let me see it.
Right there.
My God. That's like a baseball.
Large. What I'm thinking it is, though, is I've just been so focused that this is just a little focus pocket. I haven't been using a lot of my focus lately because I have so much of it, and a lot of it's building up and staying right here in the back of my head, and it's real warm too. Feel that. Feel how warm that is.
Jesus. Yeah, that's
pretty warm.
Yeah, that's a fever.
But see, when you look at like something of high efficiency, like the sun, like the star Betelgeuse, like Satan's red planet Mars.
Yeah.
These are things with a lot of high energy, high temperatures.
That's true. That's true. The sun is the hottest thing I know.
You need to believe this is a focus pocket.
You know what it could be because that part of the brain is used for focus.
That's right.
I think you know what I think you're doing. I think you are slowly evolving into a higher being.
Well, that could be a possibility.
And I think that the next humans, if they were to choose to go through your path, would just have an enlarged brain right in the focus area.
Well, careful there. We don't want to create a false idol to worship in front of the devil.
No.
It is. Let's not forget.
No, all hail Satan.
I do consider myself a self-made man in a lot of respects. Like, worked for the Nutrisystem for 9 years. Now I'm making over $29K a year.
Yeah.
Selling the Nutrisystem. $29K.
Guys, do you know how much cash that is?
Well, that's over the last 2 years, but they do it in 2-year cycles.
Oh,
so
okay.
2 years. But I mean, really though, that's twice what you're making with the Nutrisystem.
Yeah, that's true. And no. Don't get me wrong. All hail Satan. But I think that you are slowly making humans evolve into a new.
Well, that would be great because the fact that human beings can only run about 20 miles an hour.
It's inefficient.
I find disgusting.
Yeah.
Now, guys, this is also important to remind everyone of. I am not running like a human being runs.
No, not on like 2 feet.
Exactly, guys. You can't really hit. If I'm running 2 feet, I top out maybe, what'd you say, 35 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Now, guys, what I have found works if you really want to run 75 miles an hour. One piece of advice: you got to run like a hound.
That is true. Now, guys, when he was on the interstate, he wasn't jogging with his 2 feet. He was on all fours,
running like a hound. You know what? And that is why Johnny's driving the Sonata, because I don't need it.
No.
I can now run on all major highways.
Yeah, you don't even need a license plate because you can almost outrun police cars at this point.
Well, what I'm hoping to do is I'm hoping to just, eat twice as much Nutrisystem and pray twice as hard to the devil, And what I'm thinking is that if I can get to 100 miles an hour, we're looking at a different kind of world.
Yeah, that would make almost all modes of transportation obsolete.
That's right, guys. I am turning into a peak specimen of a human, but I am using a lot of the instincts and attributes of a hound. And I hate to brag, but I drove a golf ball 1,100 yards yesterday.
You never told me about this.
I went to the range on a business trip with the timeshare company. All the guys wanted to go out and hit some balls. And I said, "Hey, mind if I tag along?" They said, "Oh, well, we already have 6 guys. That's all we." And I said, "Oh, I keep my clubs in my car always."
It's good to have them in there.
So I called you. You drove them over. Will had to postpone the trip a couple hours because you were way out of town.
That's right. So that's when you drove it. I was wondering because you told me to go back home after that, and I couldn't play.
Right. Well, we go out to the range, and Rodriguez is like, "Let's have a little friendly bet who can hit the farthest ball." Now, Rodriguez used to play on the high school golf team in college.
Oh,
and
he's good.
David Chang. David Chang played baseball. In college.
Yep.
So these are some good athletes.
Yeah.
Now Rodriguez says, "Let's all have a friendly bet who can hit a golf ball the farthest." Rodriguez gets up there. He drives it 345 yards.
That's a good drive.
Very good drive.
Yeah.
Chang gets up there, swings as hard as he can, misses the first one. Totally whiffs it. I go, "Hey, nice one, Chang."
That's total Chang.
What are you, gay? And
bet.
Not too much slamming on the homosexuals. I'd love some of those shirts. You know that about me.
No, yeah. You like those floral pattern shirts.
Just beautiful. Anyway, Chang gets up there, 400 yards.
Jeez,
Rodriguez is thinking.
That's PGA.
Rodriguez is like, "Whoa, this guy just smacked the heck out of that thing." And then they go, "Okay, that's the end of the bet," because all the other guys are like, "Oh no, okay, that they can't drive it as far as Chang." And I go, "Well, I'll give it. Come on, I can drive this thing." And they go, "Yeah, Khaki, you're not gonna be able to hit it 400 yards." I get up there, drive it 1,100 yards.
You do realize that's almost a mile.
Yeah, absolutely. I pointed that out to them several times. Now Rodriguez was very freaked out.
I'm freaked out, and I wasn't even there. That is incredibly
I think
far.
what freaked Rodriguez out is that when I was, because if you're going to perform a feat of strength and you do believe in Satan and harnesses true energy from the sun, you're going to have to form a charge from the netherworld.
Right.
So I'm channeling this electricity through my thighs, through the ground, into my arms. My eyes are going bright red, like the fires of hell, because I'm channeling
the brimstone
from hell.
And the netherworld.
And they're looking at me going like, "What the heck is wrong with this guy? I hit the ball 1,100 yards. They're so impressed, they all leave.
Yeah, you may have conjured up evil demons while harnessing that energy.
Yep.
That'd scare any false
God
believer.
It was about 3 times as far. So
you were close to a mile.
Well,
guys, if this doesn't prove anything,
the Nutrisystem will not only give you a good body, a good mind, and a focus pocket in the back of your head where you can keep all that extra focus in case you need it on a rainy day. Oh, and I don't know. This all sounds, maybe this isn't enough for me. Oh, I can run 75 miles an hour. Oh, I hit a golf ball 1,100 yards.
I mean, if you're
Convinced
not sold
yet?
if you're not sold by now, guys, you're an idiot. You're not welcome to the Nutrisystem life.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that question.
All right. Well, I think it's my turn to ask you one.
Oh, bring it.
Khaki, you ready?
Oh, me hungry. Give me question.
Ooh. All right. Have you ever said a different girl's name during sex?
Ooh, guilty. That's right, guys. I was dating this girl. Her name was Wendy. Now, the thing with Wendy's is some of them are hot and some of them are not. That's right, guys. I was dating this girl named Wendy. She fell pretty hard in the not category. So I kind of did one of the, when you're fucking a hot girl and you're thinking of sports or something so you don't come quick. It was the opposite for her. So I'm thinking
Uh-huh.
of the number one hottest woman I can think of,
Ooh, I think I know who it is.
Meghan Trainor.
Ooh.
Ooh, I tell you what, guys. Not only does she have a good voice, she's got a good ass.
Hey, guess what? I'm all about the bass.
Ooh, I'm all about that bass. Their bass is her two titties slapping together.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, guys, I'm thinking this bitch is Meghan Trainor, and I'm fucking this girl named Wendy, and then I go, oh yeah, Megan, and she turns around and goes, hey, what the heck are you talking about? Were you talking about one of your exes? And I go, I wish. And then she's turning around going, oh, goo goo gaga, crying, and yeah, after I kicked that bitch right out of her.
Yeah, what a dummy. Doesn't she know Meghan Trainor's fucking hot?
Sorry, girls. If you're not as hot as Meghan Trainor, I'll be thinking about Meghan Trainor.
Yeah. Let's get this over with. All right, well, let's thank Paul for that question. Paul, thank you for watching Sexy Time podcast.
Thanks, Paul.
All right, well, let's do one more for you.
Bring me.
All right. Have you ever given a girl an orgasm by only touching her breasts and kissing her?
Well, I didn't know that was possible until you just asked. Is that a real thing?
I don't know. That's a question from Victoria. That's a caliente name for me, but I've never heard of this. I thought that you had to use your mouth for about an hour.
Well, that's right. It was my understanding that to make a woman have an orgasm, you had to stick your tongue in her vagina and then stick your tongue in her asshole.
That's
Push.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I know, Victoria. I'm sorry, I've never done that before. But me like you the titties.
Yeah, titties probably one of the top 3 favorite things in this life.
Now I've got one more, and this is from Sam.
All right,
out there in Idaho, and Sam wants to know from both of us, what is our favorite quality in a woman physically?
Ooh.
Why don't you go first, John?
Oh, you put all the pressure on me.
Ooh,
I tell you
putting the
what.
pressure on you.
I tell you what. There's no real wrong answer here, but I'm gonna have to go with one, and that's the back.
Nice. I had a feeling you were gonna say back. Now explain.
Okay, breasts. They're nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have them. They have them. Squeeze them. They're good. Okay, legs. Yeah, I get it.
But you've got legs.
I've got
and you
legs.
shave your legs.
And I shave them. So if I want to feel somebody else's shaved legs, I can. I don't need that.
Absolutely right.
Okay, butt. Yeah, that's nice, but I know what comes out of the butt. Okay,
Shit comes out of it.
shit comes out of it, and if I have to lick you to orgasm with your butt, I don't like the taste.
No.
So we come down to the back, ladies. If your back looks like it's tapioca pudding, I'm gonna say a no, me like.
Yeah, me no like.
But I tell you what, if you got a back that's smooth and maybe you got some scratch marks on it, maybe I was doing something right. So I'm gonna go back. All right.
Nice.
Khaki, what's your favorite?
Well,
physical.
I'm
component?
gonna go ahead and shock people with this one, probably. Not going for boobies, not going for the ass. Back's a quality choice, and you know I think that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with something a little bit less known. My favorite quality physically, it's gotta be the feet.
Feet.
I like feet. Now this is a new thing for me. Didn't used to much care for them, but then I had a drunk girl at a club jerk off my cock with her feet.
Wow. That was like some monkey stuff.
I wasn't sure how to feel about it at first. She was really yanking back my foreskin painfully.
Ow.
It's a little bit of that yellow blood that will come out of the tip of the dick came out. And but then after a while, I was like, you know what? I'm kind of into this.
Yeah,
now that yellow pus blood was starting to lube it up a little bit. And she was kicking me in the nuts with her heel a little bit, but I gotta tell you, one of the best, most refreshing orgasms I've ever had.
So she was actually wearing her high heels while she was
Correct.
Wow. You should marry this girl.
Well,
if she changed you like this, that's something special.
Well, the problem is she had to go back out to sea. She was in the Navy.
Oh.
Yeah, very tall, not very big boobs. That didn't matter. Very large feet.
That's hot though. Big
Yeah.
feet. Big feet are a good sign.
Big feet,
Do good business.
kind of a flat chest, kind of a flat ass, real strong biceps. Tattoo of an anchor. But that was hot.
That's nice. That means she's trying to keep grounded, but that
Oh,
also
yeah.
means she'll jerk you off.
Pretty
with
hot
her
little
feet.
tattoo on her ankle too. Said oh no, Marine Corps, something like that.
Yeah, she must be in the Navy.
Yeah.
Well, feet's a pretty interesting one. I knew you used to be a real butt guy.
Yeah, I me like the butts
Yeah.
for a little while, but that is mainly because of well, how do I put this in a way where our listeners can understand? Excuse me, you gotta go draw power from the sun. Soon, I'm a little bit tired.
You're running out of energy.
But I did run about 37 miles today, trying out my new speed on the interstate.
That is true. You had to stop 3 times for tennis shoes.
That's true. I guys,
You ran right
guys.
out.
By the way, we've got our PO box on our Facebook page. I'm a size 11. If you can just send me any tennis shoes. Any old, now guys, we're talking any tennis shoes that you're not using. I don't want you to take your shoes off billing to me and then you have to buy a new pair of shoes. Just shoes you're going to give away, because I am going through a lot of shoes.
Especially when you stop, because it's pretty gradual.
This is a good time to point out that I am wearing shoes on my hands as well.
That is
because
true.
I am running like a hound.
That is true. You are wearing 2 pairs of shoes at a time.
And I'm going to need the same size, guys. I need 11. So if anyone out there is size 11...
Get
I believe that's a women's 13.
something like
Just
that.
go ahead and send me your shoes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need them for my hands. I'm gonna need them for my feet. Actually, ideally, I need a size 7 for my hands. 11 for my feet.
That is true. They are smaller than.
So yeah, guys, my hands aren't as big as my feet. So
Because I think when you had
I've been getting some blisters on the side of my hands, if I'm gonna be honest with you, because I'm wearing too loose of shoes on them. So any child's or women's shoes, size 7. Any man's shoes, size 11. Because, I'm going through a lot of shoes running 75 miles an hour on the interstate.
soles of shoes were not meant to last that long.
That's right.
So they go
That
back
is
quick.
right. This is the last thing we're going to have on a show, and this is actually a real thing that was sent to us by Dylan.
All right.
This is the signs' dick sizes. We're talking zodiac signs
Okay,
and how big their dicks are.
All right.
All right, we're going to go ahead and start off with Aries. Average sign of an Aries dick, average size, 3 inches.
Oh,
Sorry, Aries.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no shit.
Makes sense. They got their dick in the ground, just like their sign.
Now, I knew an Aries, my uncle, Jeff, who lives in Wyoming. Will not give you a shout out, Jeff, because I think you're creepy. One year at Thanksgiving, what he does when he is intoxicated is he takes his shotgun into the backyard, sticks it in the earth, makes a hole, pours water in the hole, wets it up, and he's fucking that hole.
Wow.
He's fucking the earth.
I've never heard of anything like this before.
No,
That is incredible.
He feels he makes him one with nature because he is sticking his dick into a wet hole in the ground.
And fucking it.
And fucking it. And,
Wow.
He's got a little 3-inch dick.
Well, yeah, if you were set to have sex with dirt, you are not planning on having sex with a woman.
Absolutely. Now, next one we got Leo.
All right, you're a Leo.
Oh yeah, average dick size of a Leo we got 6 inches.
Okay, it's above average.
A little bit above average. I plead the 5th. I'll keep my right to own a gun to defend that secret.
Can't take my guns away from this over average cock.
Now, next up we got Aquarius, and they're clocking in at 8 inches.
Whoa.
Ooh, yeah, these boys are packed, which makes sense for Aquarius, since they are a wind-water element.
Yes.
Actually, my older brother is an Aquarius, and we've talked about him a little bit before. Tyler, he's got a much bigger penis than me.
Well,
I've seen both of them growing up, and boy, this thing is bigger than mine.
Well, that's why girls flock to him. Word
That's
spreads
right.
around quickly.
That's right.
Word spreads quickly when there's a big cock
Oh, he's
around
got a
town.
nice clean circumcision on him too. I unfortunately got mine done by a Jewish rabbi.
Yep. You gotta go with the Methodist pastors
That's
if you want to
correct,
get a good
guys. Now, if any
circumcision.
of you guys looking for a circumcision out there, make sure you get it from a Methodist pastor, not from a Jewish rabbi.
Yeah, they'll do a slack ass job.
Now, the next two, we got Sagittarius and Cancer both clocking with 10-inch dogs.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, these boys are packing some big heat.
I mean, that makes sense. Both of them, obviously harness the power of Kepler 133, which is a large star.
Absolutely. Next, we got Tide, Capricorn, and Libra, 1 inch. Oh, 1 inch pecker. What's that like? I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know either. I have a large penis.
Everyone does in this house.
Yep, all two of us.
Also, good point to point out that Tauros is living here now too.
Yep.
Johnny sublet the apartment to him because he had run out of cash from his timeshare purchase.
Yep. I have yet to acquire my time to actually visit the timeshare. But
Yeah, we thought it was 6 weeks, but it is not. It is 1 week, which is okay for me because I'm too busy anyway to go on vacation. What do you think I run here? A charity?
see, and I was expecting it to cost a little bit less.
Absolutely.
I didn't.
Well, we
find
both
print.
didn't read those contracts as carefully as we probably should
No,
have.
I probably should have more.
All right. Well, next up, we got Gemini and Scorpio.
Okay.
We got 13 inches for Gemini and 12 for the Scorpio. We got
Jeez.
some big dick
These are some
boyos.
big dicks.
And next up, we got Pisces, 9 inches.
Oh.
Not quite accurate for you, but,
mean,
still
No.
pretty
that's-
good.
That's
if we're averaging all of you Pisces out.
yeah, that's good. Well, there must be some big Pisces.
That's
'cause
right, to
they
average you out.
Yeah, they gave me a half foot.
And this is a scientific study done by Harvard or somebody. All right, next up, we got Taurus. Tauruses are coming up with, you guessed it, 8 inches.
Yeah, that's above average.
Mm.
Tauruses, but Tauruses have the most girth. That is an 8-inch girth as well.
true, guy.
It's like a tomato soup can. Like
Yeah.
a chunky soup.
Absolutely. Now, I once couldn't get a hard cock before fucking a girl because I was too nervous. Got a little bit too scared. So what I did was get a can of soup and pretend that was my cock.
Yeah.
Cut the inside of her vagina up pretty bad. But I said it was my. She's like, "Ow, that hurt. How are you this hard?" And I was like, "Well, I just got a real hard cock. Got a lot of confidence. Got a lot of money.
Got a lot of energy.
You've seen my LinkedIn. You've seen it.
That's the whole reason she was there. She saw it. She went, "Ooh, I'm ready to fuck this
Yeah,
professional."
she
man."
actually sent me a text the next day saying, "I don't think we should see each other or have sex again because that hurt too badly." And get this, she said, "You've got too big of a dick." And she didn't
Nice.
enjoy it. And she said she wasn't wet enough because she wasn't turned on by my physical appearance.
That's all right. She
Yeah,
was turned
whatever.
on emotionally.
Yeah,
from your
because I told her I loved her
accomplishments.
several times.
That's the trick, guys.
All right, guys, that's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed the cock sizes.
Hey,
And
I hope you enjoyed it.
those questions. Once again, guys, send us those questions at the Sexy Time Podcast page on
Yeah,
Facebook.
go ahead and like it, guys. We're looking for likes. Go ahead and subscribe to us on iTunes. Okay, we want to become number one.
That's right, guys.
Sex
but still,
Advice
with your help,
Podcast.
we are in the top 1,100 in the world in the sex and lifestyle
Out of
section.
7 billion.
Out of 7
people.
billion. Not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more thing. We got Mr. Johnny being all humble here. Johnny, you've been staring at the sun now for about 15 days. On the Nutrisystem for 2.5. Why don't you tell people how fast you're able to run?
This is the tricky thing. I'm not able to run as fast as you are,
Well, of course not yet.
No.
But tell us about the progress you're making.
but the progress I've made. Guys, I ran across Lake Wananabe, and I was able to take off of the ground for a short amount of time.
That's right, guys. Now, Johnny is not able to run as fast as me, but I gotta say, you're clocking high 20s, low 30s.
I'm clocking high 20s, low 30s, but
And you're saying that you're actually starting to take off like a small single-engine plane.
But see, the viewers can't see this. I used to weigh about 400 pounds. With the Nutrisystem, I am down to a clean 120. With all the extra skin,
That's like, what is that, 280 pounds less?
that is phenomenally different. I'm
You don't even look like the same person.
a quarter of the person I used to be.
You don't look like any person I've ever seen. All that loose neck fat around your face, and it's going lower into your chest.
It's
I don't even recognize you. I walk home some days and just think you're a pile of skin.
I have so much extra skin, guys, that I have. One day I was practicing my running. I was harnessing the sun's energy. I sewed my skin to my body at certain places. I ran at about 28 miles an hour, and I actually took off like a small single engine plane.
Right. Well, you've got a lot of extra skin, like a gliding rat or marsupial,
Like a flying squirrel.
like a flying squirrel.
Yes, like a flying squirrel. Only with all the extra skin, I do look a bit like a scrotum.
That's right, guys. He does look like a scrotum, but you got to see this. I mean, when you see the sight of a 38-year-old man gliding from tree to tree using only the power of the Nutrisystem and Satan's energy and these incredibly large skin flaps, I tell you what, I get him confused with a marsupial.
Yep, guys, you can do it too, okay? It's not hard.
It's not hard. Now, brings us to a second point. Even though this skin has allowed you to fly a little bit, you are looking to sell a little bit of it.
I am. Now, guys, if you know anybody who's got some burns, you know anybody that's looking for some transplants, I am selling it.
Even someone ugly who just needs some better skin on their face.
Exactly, guys. I got some nice skin. I oil it often. I won't say daily because it's probably every other day.
Right, and we're not talking face skin, guys. We're talking like loose, good quality skin. We're talking skin deposits and fat deposits under the armpits. We're talking under the neck. We're talking in between the knees. You've got some type of, like how ducks have webbing between their toes. That's how I would describe you between the knees and up.
Yeah. It's
A lot of extra skin there.
It's so much that
Confused why that is there.
yeah. Hey,
But hey, I don't care. You're selling it for profit.
I'm selling it, guys.
How much you buy that skin for, Johnny?
I tell you what, I got my own box cutter. I'll cut it off. It's $5 per square inch.
That's a $5. Oh my god. Now that sounds to me like a good deal. That sounds like a profit because how much did you pay to get skin? Oh wait, you were born with it.
Exactly.
And now you're selling it for a profit.
Yes, guys.
Go ahead and go on to johnnyskinbusiness.net. Couldn't get the .com. johnnyskinbusiness.net. Go ahead and buy some of this skin, guys. It's good skin. I'm buying some of it. It's just sitting there. It's just sitting there in the freezer in case I need it.
Guys, even if you don't need it now, you will need it at some point. It is fair skin, so you can get it colored any way you want.
Absolutely.
As soon as you buy it. Okay, it's pure. It's a white, and then you can just get it colored however you want, guys. But especially burn victims, ugly people, you need that extra skin.
Yes. Great. Well, that's going to do it for us. This is Khaki Sacramento.
And this is Johnny, Connecticut.
Saying goodbye. We'll see you next time.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us again for a Sexy Time podcast.